G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are going to review the game which was between Geelong and Carlton at Etihad Stadium in what was a pretty reasonable performance by the Cats, mate. We got home by 19 points and we played alright, I thought. You listened in, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty busy with work. How'd you, well, not see it, but how'd you hear it?
Yeah, it seemed pretty good. I mainly heard most of the first half and sort of from about three-quarter time onwards, but it was not too bad. It sounded pretty free-flowing from what I heard. It looked like, it was pretty exciting. If I was watching it, it sounded like we were linking up pretty well, playing a daring style footy. I mean, we were 6 goals up when I was listening, and then all of a sudden stopped listening for a bit with work. Half time, 7 points. I'm thinking, gee, what happened there? I'm sure you'll enlighten us on that. But the Hawkins-Clark combo is delicious. It's looking fantastic.
Delicious.
It's looking great. That's enough to get you excited. I mean, I'm excited. I've got the top on.
Yeah, very good.
Footy's
got colours.
Yep. Footy's getting pretty close, but contested possession and clearances we again lost. Only just, and we led it for most of the way.
Yep.
So you could say maybe Carlton just pipped us in that with a bit of junk time footy, but it's still a slight concern. I think they're our little key indicators of the clearances, contested footy, and just 4 quarters of footy, because obviously there were, again, a patch where we just sort of dropped off.
Fell asleep
for no real reason. We seem switched on, playing good footy, and then it just stops. So
yeah, it's strange.
How did you see the game? What were some of your good points, and tell us in that period that I missed, what happened?
Well, mostly, I always feel like I have more bad points than good points. So I don't know.
Even though we keep winning.
I'm not sure if it's high expectations or what, but obviously there's holes in the system. But some bad points, I guess, ended with a positive.
Yeah.
Over possession of the footy was absolutely clear cut. Over handballing it. I swear most of the players have had more handballs than kicks, and it's a clear indication that they're going more handball to kick ratio. And most of the time when they did do it, it wasn't on. And I was just thinking, what are you doing? Just kick it. I mean, I hate to sound old-fashioned, but sometimes you just got to kick the damn thing.
Yeah, well, especially with the 2 big blokes up there.
That's right, yeah.
More incentive.
Yeah, we were a bit wasteful at times with our entries, sort of early on. Carlton had plenty of intercept marks and doing what we normally do. We didn't have that many intercept marks today. Not, nothing too bad, but just an observation. And the playing in patch as well. I was listening to the commentators and they sort of say, well, Geelong almost get to a comfortable lead and then just relax. And I reckon they're absolutely spot on. It's definitely more mental than perhaps physical, because we know we're physically fit. We know we've worked on it over the summer. So it's a little bit worrying, and Carlton just got on top. They went back to the basics, as they say. They got their hands on the footy, getting contested possessions, and they really got on top for a bit. And I think they kicked 4 or 5 in a row or something like that. 9-pointer in there maybe as well. So Carlton really did get back to the basics, as we do call it. And Geelong sort of relaxed a little bit, as they tend to do.
Which we can't afford to do anymore.
No.
That was often said in our heyday when we were absolutely sensational and could maybe afford to do that, almost flick it on and off like a switch, but we can't afford to do that, so I hope it's not a habit of such, but something to tinker.
Needs to be eradicated quite quickly anyway. But a few positives. The defence was pretty good. I thought there was a few times where they went in Carlton, and it was a 2-on-1, so that was really good from us, outnumbering like we used to do, which is good.
Yeah. And
over the NAB challenge, and this is an overall sort of view of it, kicking's been, a goal especially, has been pretty good. 3 scores we've got. 1-9-8 against Gold Coast in Townsville.
Yeah.
I got it right this time. 1-12-6 against Adelaide at Simmons, and 17 goals 9 at Etihad today. It's pretty accurate. Well, better than perhaps most teams, and maybe even personally for us.
Yeah,
so
definitely us in the past. It can sometimes be something where we're sort of a goal for a point almost in a lot of games.
No, especially, I reckon 2013, 2014 was pretty shocking at times. But I'll get into the votes too, mate. It's all about me tonight.
Just your votes today. You got to see the game visually to get votes, mate. And I haven't seen it visually, so
that's all right.
It's all yours.
Cheers, mate. 3 votes went to Tom Hawkins. Absolute domination of the game. 12 marks, 5 goals, and 9 of those marks were inside 50.
That's bloody impressive.
Which is damn good.
Yeah.
Most teams average about 13 a game, so he took 9 himself, so that's exceptional. 2 votes went to Joel Selwood. just getting back to his best. He probably wasn't tagged, so that's why he did the job. He got the 28 disposals and also kicked a goal. 21 of those were handballs. That's a little bit worrying, but it was a handball happy day for the Cats.
Yeah, in and under, so we're just dishing it out. That's not too bad.
A few free kicks and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the one vote to Duncan, who got the 24 disposals and 2 goals. And he got them pretty early on when we sort of needed them. I think he got 2 in a row in the first quarter, I'm pretty sure. So he really set the tone there and going to be an out-and-out star if he's not already.
Yeah, I think he had 11 in the first quarter, and I think he was tracking at virtually 100%. I think disposal efficiency. So at his best, he doesn't miss many targets. And he's very damaging. So,
yeah, he's a great kick. So get it into his hands. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the review. You had a bit of a word on McIntosh, or you also covered the VFL once again.
Yeah, I had a look at the VFL, and he was very good. Yeah, he had a lot of hit-outs, kicked a couple of goals, and I think he had 21 touches or something like that. So he was really impressive.
Pretty promising.
Putting his hand up definitely for round 1. So again, it's probably the fitness thing. Like, I think he's got the touch. He's probably ready to go, but is he fit enough to run around the AFL? Not sure, but I hope he is.
We hope so.
And Walker kicked 5, so
he's trying to put his hand up too.
In most teams, like certainly most bottom 8 sides, he'd just about get a game, and I reckon he was in our 2 finals. He probably deserves a spot. Clark comes along, you can't split that up there. Clark and Hawkins look fantastic, so
that's right.
You just wonder. It will be intriguing to see how we go with that ruck setup, because you've got Simpson, McIntosh,
Stanley involved, even though he's injured.
Yeah, and Walker and Clark can ruck at times. They can share.
I don't know if Kirsten, you put him in the equation, but I don't know why we even persisted him, to be honest.
He was hopeless. Yeah, he played at VFL.
In VFL as well.
Yeah, he was really poor. So
there you go.
But some interesting things there, and don't read too much into the NAB Cup, of course, but so far it's pretty positive. Our midfield looks pretty good. We've mentioned guys are going to have to step up in there, and Bartel is flying. I mean, I can't remember a pre-season where he's looked this good, like since his absolute best. So you don't want to get ahead of yourselves, but he's playing pure midfield, looks fantastic. Kelly's back in there. Guthrie was one of our best today, so...
Yeah, very stiff not to get in the votes.
But promising signs, and I can't wait for round 1 to roll around, because it's been a long time coming, and I'm pretty excited for it.
It's going to be juicy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. We've got to wait for a weekend of no football. They just tease us for a little bit.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll get through it, mate.
Yeah, I may not.
I'll find something to do. But next week we'll be reviewing round 1. Yeah. Well, previewing, I should say. That sounds a little bit more correct. So we'll talk a little bit about what we expect and what we think might happen, how they match up against each other, I guess, and I guess we'll decide that throughout the week, mate. What we actually talk about.
Yeah, we'll probably have a look at maybe some finer details of there's probably 5 or 6, 7 players in the mix to fill those last few spots of our 22. So we might have a real look into that and see who we think's our really best 22, rather than a squad of how many they play. There's 28 or something.
29, maybe. We'll go with 28.
There's a lot of players.
Yeah, too many, mate.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well that's the review from us, and so Geelong got home in the end by 19 points. Hope you enjoyed it, by the way. It's been pretty good.
Can only hope so.
You can only hope so. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to us, and don't forget to check out darijoe. He has the goals for the Cats each week, and doesn't mind a game show as well, uploading a few of those, deal or no deal, whatever. I sometimes have a bit of a watch. It's nice and fun to watch, so get on board with him as well. And thanks very much for sticking around, and we'll see you guys all soon.